Yo, what's good, YouTube? You know what it is. Your boy Micah back in this motherfucking, man. It's the red pill shit. As you know, we back in this joint, man. And again, look at the move. Hey, yeah, man, you know what it is. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Micah back in this with another red pill thing, boy. Because you know the red pill, the truth, it give me energy. So that's what we all hear, energy right now. But honestly, guys, we here, man. Y'all already see the title. Y'all probably saw the thumbnail. So we talking about Lisa Ray McCoy. And it's an old one, but we bringing it back with a banger. Because basically, Lisa Ray McCoy said that she won't date a man who can't cover all her expenses. That shit is crazy. Why? Let's talk about it, right? So it's like the other video that I said. We have older women giving advice or giving all this knowledge to younger women, and the younger women are just eating it up and they're following it, and that is a problem for many different reasons. In Lisa Ray McCoy's, category, what you have to understand is she's 56 years old at the time of this recording, 2024. She's 56 years old, right? And so what you have to understand is she's worth $4 million. So when you're talking to a woman, you have to understand what her definition of something actually is. So if she's talking about bills, right, you got to ask her straight out, like, what do you mean? What do you mean by bills? When you say bills, what exactly do you mean when you say bills? Because she could be saying bills, and to you think, oh, the mortgage, the light bill, cell phone bill, internet bill, food bill, and that's all you're thinking when you're thinking about bills. But to a woman like her, bills is probably more than likely also gonna mean her vacation, the clothes she wants to wear, the lifestyle she wants to maintain, buying cars, whatever it is that she likes. That's her bills. Because when I went and did a further deep dive into it to try to understand what she specifically means by bills, she talked specifically about fully financially providing. So that means in all aspects. So that pretty much means, as a woman, she wants for you to provide all finances from A to Z. And this ain't even, for us to be on a platform or stage for us to get married. This is on a platform for you to just fucking date her. To date her. Bruh. Look. We ain't talking Players Club, Lisa Ray. We ain't talking Players Club, Lisa Ray. Damn, we ain't talking her. Hold on. We ain't talking all of us, Lisa Ray. Boy, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that, Lisa Ray. We ain't talking about Lisa Ray back in the day, boy. Oh, man. We talking about 56-year-old Lisa Ray. She's still a little bad. I ain't gonna lie. She got a little something with her, man. She got a little something back there. Anyways, as we were saying, I mean, she still look pretty good for 56, man. Let's just be honest. But she is old enough to be your damn mom, and it's not like she's really gonna be out here getting scooped up by older or younger men. And why is that? So a younger man who's probably still establishing himself in a certain manner or way is not going to have possibly the finances to cover what she is looking for. And that's just the honest truth. And even if, let's say, he happens to be an A-list celebrity or something like that and is able to cover her finances based on her age and what she's doing and what she has going on, more than likely her finances are pretty up there. Why would that man go and choose a woman who is 56 plus years old, who he cannot even produce or have a family with anymore, versus having a younger woman who paying all her bills is probably going to be a lot less expensive? Because you got to remember, she's worth about approximately anywhere between 3 to 4 mil. So her lifestyle is pretty much gonna be decently lavish, especially if she know that you gonna be paying for it. Oh, she gonna step that game the fuck up, bruh. She gonna make sure that she start getting better shit than even what she had before, because you gonna pay for it. So why is a younger man gonna sit there and then choose to be with her
just to have to pay more money. Like, no, that's crazy. I could get a younger woman, provide for her in every financial way, and probably not even break 100K. Literally. So why go for you, right? And so understandably, the older men, right, who she would be eligible to be able to talk to, are going to just as equally be looking for younger women because they don't have to pay this big expense. So she has this mentality that, you know, you have to pay all these bills as a man to even date her. I mean, that's like asinine and crazy. I can't even get to know you, sir, but I can't even get to a certain point without having to cover everything. Because as a man, you're basically telling me that I'm at a huge L and I'm at a huge loss if you decide that you just don't like me anymore, or you decide to just break it off. You're basically asking for wife activity when you're not even a girlfriend. I'm just talking to you to get to know you. I mean, that's insane. And you got a lot of women out here who are then trying to take it, internalize it, and say, oh, she just knows her worth. And you know, that's just her bigging up herself. And that's just her knowing her value and this and that. And I'm just like, yo, if your value is so rock hard and lacing in the fact that you know that I should be paying every single piece of financial thing that comes your way for me to even talk to you, man, you can keep fucking going. Because right now you're on the path to basically die alone. That's the path that she is on right now. She's basically just going to die alone. And maybe sitting there talking to, you know, herself, her friends, or her circle, and this and that, she might talk up to people, but I'm telling you, in her own solitude, there's no way that she could be sitting there and saying, you know what, it's all cool that I'm just gonna die alone. Because no woman is wired like that for real. No woman is wired like that for real. So the shit that's crazy, right, is a lot of people will probably be like, nah, bro, but you kind of overdoing it. Like, she's not really about just money. I mean, her basic standpoint is money. Like, she don't care about anything else other than the money that you gonna produce and bring to her and give to her. Because look at this, right? So when she dropped the whole thing a couple years ago about her OnlyFans, which was just a scam. It was just a way to scam people out of their money, which is just like, look at that. She schemed to scam people out of their money, talking about she's gonna make an OnlyFans, and she ain't post nothing on the OnlyFans, which again, this is a double-edged sword here, right? Because if you got people stupid enough that they're going to spend their money just to see your body and shit like that, why not take the opportunity, right? But at the same time, if you have some type of value or moral as a woman, you ain't going to put yourself on OnlyFans in the first place. So it's kind of funny. I will say big up to her for playing this dumbass simps and the fucking idiots that will go ahead and pay for the shit. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword, because it's like, damn, you ready to scheme like that just to get some money? That's crazy. And you ain't really hurting for it. At least to my knowledge, you ain't hurting for it. But it's just like, all right, cool. So you gonna scheme and drop the OnlyFans and shit like that to get people to come on. And then Meek Mills has said to her, hey, I will drop a bag for your VIP section. And Shawty said, come through. Now, everybody could always take the stance of saying, oh, it was just playful banter. Nah, it ain't playful banter. Because everything is a joke until you can make it reality. And that's something y'all need to remember. Everything is a joke till you can make it reality. Because remember, as we as dudes, if we joke with a woman, say, yeah, you know, I blah, 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 I'll do this and that. And she's like, ah, he's so funny. But if you really had the opportunity or the chance to do it, you would probably do it to her. For real. And you know that. So the same thing when a woman is talking, you got to understand, if a woman is saying something, don't let her confuse you. It's like, ha, it's a joke. Nah, because if you really going to do it, she'll let you do it. If you really going to come through, she will let you come through if you going to pay for the VIP package. Like you said you was going to drop a bag on it. And she know you got money. So guess what? You the dude that she looking for. She'll go ahead and call you up and wrap you up and do all this other shit with you and play the little game that she want to play with you until she take the money from you and take whatever else resource that she wants from you. Which is why she says come through. Right? And people could either take that how they want, but that's the reality of the shit. You know, we got basically, right, her house getting burglarized. And she got $160,000 of valuables taken out, right? Now, if you had a man, If you had a man, I wonder how that shit would have went. I wonder if your house would have still got robbed or burglarized or something would have happened to the shit. I mean, more than likely you wasn't home, so I'm gonna cut all the jokes out to the side. You probably wasn't even home, or you know, it just occurred at some other different time, which you weren't on the premises. But I'm just saying, right? To a lot of different people, if they even understanding to rob a person's home, to be able to even take this amount of money out of there, etc. I mean, honestly, this is not people who they just, hey, let's just go rob this random house. They probably understand that, hey, Lisa Ray McCoy lives here. She probably got some good shit up in there. We gonna go rob it. She ain't got no man, so we gonna go and rob the shit. Because even if she in there, what she gonna do to stop us? She ain't gonna stop us. She can't stop us. So understandably, you gotta know that people do observe and they watch and they see. But like I said, she's on track to have this lonely death. And she has 2 failed marriages. It could be for different reasons. It could be for things unforeseen by us, right? Or all these other things that people want to say is behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the core of you as a woman, because then that means you as a woman, you're not choosing a certain type of man, or the man that you have, you're not treating him in a certain way to have him wrapped up in you. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got a good woman, that she really gonna come to please your ass as a man, and I don't just mean sexually, I mean mentally, emotionally, and she gonna sit there and have your back, you gonna be invested into her, you gonna be wrapped into her. Because I tell you, the shit that's so crazy that women for somehow reason still don't understand, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys, but if your woman is submissive and she shows you kindness and compassion and love and respect, you would do damn near almost anything for that woman. Anything she want, you would do it for her, you would give it to her. But you ain't got women like that. So we out here just like, damn, I gotta argue, I gotta fight, I gotta fuss, I gotta do this and that, I gotta do all this shit for her to do this that makes sense and logical common sense to have the best result or outcome. So then you don't want to do those type of things. But if you had a woman that was like that, you would do damn near whatever. And it's just like these women not getting it. She could get damn near almost anything she want out of us if she's just doing that part. So again, like I said, you got to look at it where it's just like, okay, so she was blaming her all of us co-star, like, oh, you made my husband cheat. Nah, it was probably something you wasn't doing on your end. And that's just an honest truth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that every man is good, because every man ain't good. And we here, like I said, we here to protect ourselves as men, but at the same time, we got to call a spade a spade. If you see a fuck boy, hey, that's a fuck boy, right? Same way with these women. It's like, if you got a good woman, call it like it is. She a good woman. But if she a bad woman, she a bad woman. That's just what it is, right? Now, I mean, she said when she was doing, you know, Players Club, you know, back in 1998, she went through an identity crisis. And it's just like, I mean, I got it. I get it. And I understand, man. That was another thing. Damn, how'd that thing get in there? I didn't even know that. That shit crazy. Check out the reaction videos, bruh. So anyway, she was doing something for Players Club back in 1998. And she said she had an identity crisis. And I think it makes sense. Of course you're going to have an identity crisis. And I talk about this on different little platforms, and I talked about it in the past before about women and the different type of women you have to look out for, right? So you're playing the role of a hoe, you're playing the role of a stripper, you're playing the role of a promiscuous woman. To some effect, that shit's gotta affect you as a woman, because to play the role well, you have to really embody the role, and to embody the role, you have to really step into it. So now your morals have to align with whatever the role is calling for to give a good performance. So if you as a woman are supposed to be a good woman, but you're sitting here and you playing this type of role, well, shit, it kind of makes it hard to discern for even men if you're a good woman or not. So that's why when you're sitting here and you got a woman acting like she a hoe, acting like she want to run the streets, acting like she the 304, and then she turn around and she try to tell you in your ear, you know, I'm not a 304. I'm not a bad woman. I'm not this hoe. I'm not just going to become a cum dumpster and shit for this guy and these men and blah, blah, blah. You can't just listen to what she say. You got to watch her actions. Because there's some things that a woman who's not this way is just not gonna line up with. It's just like pretty much Megan Good, right? Yeah, Megan Good look good and this and that and blah blah blah. But how did she break into the industry? She was playing all these whole roles. All these whole roles, bruh. And then she want to go marry a pastor. And then people think, oh my God, you got you such a good one. You got a God-fearing man. He's going to put you on the right path. You can't save these hoes. You can't save them. She wasn't playing those roles. That's something in her. She liked that shit. That's how she built. She want thug niggas. She want niggas that's on a certain level of activity. So it's the same thing. You got Lisa Ray McCoy going through an identity crisis, but you fucking with a certain type of dude. Or even like Meek Mill give you to play. Is it because he got money? Or is it because he's a type of dude that you like in addition to him having money? So when you playing these little roles and all this little shit and you trying to say, well, you know, I'm just trying to do it because I'm just trying to get to this point in my career. I don't want to hear that shit. You playing that role because there's something inside you that is promiscuous and built like that. And that's why you was able to make that role look good. Career choice. You know how many times you could watch a Denzel Washington or you could watch one of the other people and they talk about, yo, there's certain roles that came to them and they said, no, I refuse. I will not play that role. I will not play it. So you telling me you thought, oh man, I had to play this role. Of course you had an identity crisis because you trying to put out that you this wholesome woman and all this other stuff when at the back end of it all, you actually kind of on some 304 activity. You got some 304 mentalities. Money this, money that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's a big movie to play. But you have an identity crisis because it wasn't just, well, I'm just going to play this role and just go away and just keep it moving. You had your identity crisis because it's hard for you to separate the two sides of yourself. Because people say, you know what, on screen, she might be this or it might look like she's nice and this and that. But off screen, she's just a nasty, fucked up person. That's what people say. That's the rumors that surround her. And I mean, if you look at certain actions or interactions or things that she says, I don't think it's hard to believe. But guys, the point of why this whole video, like I said, is even set like this is because, again, this is one of the type of women that, the same women that you are looking at now, and they may swerve you or curve you or tell you all this bullshit about how their life's gonna be so fucking great. This is what they're gonna fucking turn into. Now, I'm not saying that you as a man, you can't take your time and you can't pay for everything, but that shit is reserved for marriage, man. I'm not dating no woman and going out here and paying all the bills of a woman I'm dating. That's crazy. That's madness. For somebody to even sit here and insinuate that shit and say that that's what has to happen for you to date them, you don't need them. Let them go ahead and have identity crisis and get their shit burgerized and create OnlyFans accounts to go ahead and have to scam their fans out of money and go on the Ayana Fix My Life and exposing all this shit to the world of how you can't run your family in a certain manner or how your family, you got all these family issues because you as a woman that's supposed to be presenting yourself who thinks that you so good in your self-value that a man's supposed to pay all of your shit just to date you. You're gonna die alone. And like I said, guys, if you think that woman is worth it, then you're fucked. You're really fucked. Because there's too many beautiful women out here that don't require all this crazy shit. They just require you to be a good partner, a loving person that's willing to do with them and build something. This is not build with me activity. This is do for me, take care of me. This is master servant fucking mentality shit going on here. Straight up, that's what it is. And you need to watch out for women who talk like this. If you talk to a woman and she says she gotta pay all this shit, guess what, bro? Guess what? I tell you right now, she's on fucking clown activity, boy. She on clown activity. She gonna be straight for the streets. So Keep your heads on a swivel, guys, and make sure that you doing your thing, man. And until the next one, man, we keeping these bangers going, bruh. Dude,
I'm buying stick for us, a target now like I'm a suplex. When I do my two-step, camo bricks be blowing booth, packing to get that booth back. Now I got the booth back.